What's up, geeks? This is Captain TW back with another episode of Hashtag Geek Approved. Today's review is going to be on the TV Series 6 Walking Dead Rick Grimes. I'm really happy that they made a Rick with this series. I know they make a Rick with every series, the last one being a Walgreens exclusive. I needed a Rick for the collection. I'm happy it's more of a current Rick, like last half season 3 into first half season 4. He comes with a numerous amount of accessories, as you can see. First off, you have the machete. The handle is not red, as he clearly said he was going to kill Gareth with a red-handled machete in season 5. But a little bit of nail polish or red paint, easily customizable. I'm unsure if I want to do it or not. It's fine. But the details are really nice. You see it looks dirty and has like the serrated edge to it. I'm really digging this. He comes with the Glock with the flashlight silencer. I don't know how that can work, but you know, the prop guys figured it out, so it's only natural that they made an accessory with this. Looks really cool. You got that policeman's flashlight attached to it. You know, it does look pretty neat. You have the alternate hand. It's, nicely posed in the trigger finger position, which I like. And they put like a lot of detail here too. It's kind of hard to see on the camera. My camera doesn't really want to focus right now. But they put like some cuts and bruises on the knuckles, because this is the hand that he used when he punched the crap out of Tyrese in season 4. So I'm really happy they gave like the bandaged look to it, and like the really messed up knuckles. I'm sorry that my camera is not really functioning properly with the zooming, or the focusing rather, but this is really neat. So if you see it in the store, definitely pick up this Rick. Again, one more thing, the wrist articulation, there's none on this hand, simply because it's a bandaged hand, and therefore it's not supposed to be moved. He does have the swivel, which I'll show you, but again, some reviewers were complaining that it can't do any articulation. Well, yes, that's because it's bandaged. Okay, so I got that out of the way. Alright, I got that off my chest. I needed to say it, because some people just can't comprehend certain things. Also, you get the infamous Rick Colt Python, which is really highly detailed here. I'm really loving this. It's, perfect. It's straight out of the show. And it fits really nicely into the holster. Do not try to lift this up over here, because this flap is glued in. You could just put the gun in and kind of place it nice, and it does hold. And he also comes with these things. These are the carabiners that they were closing the prison gates with. I like that it's a real chain. It's metal, which is cool that they actually made a real chain. The carabiners are just for show. They do not open, so don't try anything. These are probably also customizable too, like if you want to find small carabiners that actually work, if you can find something in this size. Anything's customizable in the action figure world. So yeah, this is something I'm going to look into as well. And if I do look into it and I do figure it out, I'll even review it and show you. This Rick is downright perfect. It looks a lot like Andrew Lincoln. I'm really happy about this Rick. I love that they gave him that dirty shirt, like he's been sweating in the, farming and everything else. They gave you the nicely painted wristwatch. Overall, this figure is really incredible. The detailing here, like he still has his prison belt on, his sheriff's belt rather. Love that. His articulation is pretty neat as well. His head does go all the way around. It's just hindered, and again, the Walking Dead figures are very fragile, so be very careful. You could either put them in hot water to get them a little bit, softened a little bit. So hot water, then automatically cold water. Some people use a hair dryer. Frankly, I don't care. I just put them up. I display them. I don't want to risk anything because they are fragile. But his arms go out about that much. They do have full rotation, so that's pretty cool. He does have elbow articulation. The top of the elbow around the sleeve, this one on mine is a little bit, actually it worked today, which is weird. It was tight all those other times. This one I was going to show you was the one that always, goes around. One reviewer, he unfortunately broke his during his review, and that's why I'm very careful with these. I've had issues with the governor from the last series, with Carl, so I'm very careful. He does have the articulation up here. He does have wrist swivel over here, and he does have that hinge here. He doesn't have any waist articulation, but I'm cool with that. His legs have that same split joint that you could do. He does have the ratchet joint knees. His boots, I know on some of them they're movable. On mine, so I'm not 100% on the articulation there. I do not want to try it because I don't want to break it. But if you want to look into that for the articulation there. And swapping out the option part hand is pretty simple. You just basically unplug, and you take the new hand, and I like keeping them with the bandage hand on. It actually looks pretty neat. And there you go. So yeah, no other articulation in the wrist because it's a bandaged hand. And great, now the focus wants to show, and good, you can see the hurt knuckles. So I like that. Alright. What do I think of this figure? Well, frankly, this is probably one of the better ones in the series. Plus, I've always been a fan of Rick Grimes. I'm going to give him a 4.75 out of 5. Only because the fragileness of these figures do I not want to give perfect scores. Other than that, I think that's about it for this review. So once again, I'm Captain TW. This has been #GeekApproved. Don't forget, you can check out this video as well as a ton of other cool stuff on InnerCityGeeks.com, where the Inner City Geeks family really do amazing things with the podcasts, especially the good games guys. Definitely worth checking out. Always a fun listen. We're just a bunch of funny guys. So that wraps up this video. Once again, I hope you enjoyed. There'll be pics at the end, and remember, if I haven't reviewed it, then it must not be #GeekApproved. Peace.